Hi everyone, welcome back to Trees and Turtles. My name's Imogen. In today's video, I'm sharing how to use your imagination to improve your productivity. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and let's get started. So, what do I mean when I say using your imagination to improve your productivity? You can read this at face value, and, you know, if you're an imaginative person, then you can probably imagine, like, any goal that you want to achieve and kind of illustrate that in your mind with potential steps. But when I say use your imagination to improve your productivity, I kind of mean it in a wider, deeper sense. So, let's talk about it. Firstly, I want you to dream big, okay? And when I say dream big, I mean that I want you to not limit yourself in any way, shape or form, okay? So, basically, if someone else has done it, or even if someone else hasn't done it, I want you to imagine that it could possibly be possible for you, okay? And whatever your goal is, like, I want you to look at your whole life. I don't want you to think, oh, I can't get that done in a year, so I can never get it done. Does that make sense? So if you think, oh, I can't get that done in a year or 5 years, so I can never get it done, that's bullshit. I'm sorry, I'm calling you out. That's bullshit. Because, you know, you can have a goal that's like for your whole life, okay? And you will definitely underestimate what you can get done in a year. I mean, if I was able to talk to myself a year ago and tell her everything that we've done in this year, she'd be probably amazed, even though I am quite an ambitious person. So I really want you to not limit yourself, and I don't want you to self-reject. I don't want you to say, I can't do it, okay? Maybe you can't do it, but I want you to find that out. I don't want you to assume that, okay? So I want you to have a go, and I want you to not limit yourself. You know, when you ask a kid, what do you want to be when you grow up? They say astronaut, or they say, I don't know, like unicorn tamer, or something like that. Like, I don't know, they wanna like be a fairy princess, or like be an astronaut, okay? So kids have they have no like perception of, oh, I can't do that, okay? So I want you to like tap into your like imagination in the same way that you used to when you were a kid, a little bit. Now, I'm not saying completely lose touch with reality, obviously, but you know, like, it's fine to have really big dreams, and it's okay to just be a little bit unrealistic at times, because you are a lot more capable than you think. And I really want you to not limit your dreams based on your perception of how capable you are, because it's often wrong, okay? And yeah, I'm saying that you're wrong, but I'm saying that you're wrong in hopefully a helpful way. Okay. The next thing I want you to use your imagination for is to imagine how much progress you'd make if you just started, okay? Sometimes I find it helpful to like daydream about growth on my channel, or like daydream about like progress I could make with getting a postgrad degree, okay? So imagine how much progress you'd make if you started. And if you keep putting this progress off, and if you keep going like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this, like, you're seriously, like, you could be making so much more progress right now. And I want you to use your imagination as much as possible to see the progress that you could make, and try and really see it in your mind's eye, okay? And that kind of leads into my next tip, which is to imagine how other people with less talent than you are more successful just because they started and you didn't. Okay, now I'm not going to name names, but I am sure that you can find many people within your area of expertise, or within your like niche, or within your career field. We've all seen them, people who seem to be astonishingly badly, like, I don't know, they just seem to have no talent, but they nevertheless seem to be incredibly successful, and everyone else is looking at them going like, how did they do that? Like, how did they get to where they are? And the reason is that they literally, I mean, obviously some people do have like unfair advantages, like, you know, cronyism, nepo babies. I'm not disputing any of that, but some people literally are just consistent. And I am kind of an example of this. Like, I always say that I am a bit stupid, and, you know, I am not the most clever person, and I'm not the most talented person, but what I am is often the most consistent person, okay? So if you just start and you learn as you go and you are consistent, then you can get a long way, and usually consistency beats talent, okay? So if someone's talented but they just don't start because they're like a perfectionist and they're worried, okay, they're not going to get anywhere. Rather, the other person who has got less talent but who's willing to just dive in head first and be like, you know what, fuck this, here goes, they're going to get a lot further, and then everyone's going to be like, how did they get to where they are? And the answer is literally just they started, as long as they don't have any other sort of advantages or whatever. Okay, the next way I want you to improve your imagination or use your imagination is use it to improve your schedule, okay? So I like to do this, and call me a nerd because I am, but I like to do this, and sometimes when I'm reviewing my schedule, it might be like at a quarterly review or a weekly review or a monthly review or even an annual review. I like to imagine ways to improve my schedule. Like, can I improve my morning routine? Does my current morning routine serve me? Obviously I don't do this all the time because it's a waste of time, but on sort of like scheduled reviews, I will do this and I'll be like, does it still serve me? You know, can I move these tasks, like these batches of tasks around to help me out more? So be imaginative with your schedule and use your imagination to try and see what the perfect schedule could be and review that regularly, okay? And finally, this one I like, lean into your natural curiosity for personal development and a growth mindset. I want to go back to the sort of analogy I used about how, you know, kids have no sense of like reality. Kids have very little, like they're curious about everything. Like they have very little sense of like, I can't learn everything. They absolutely can learn everything, and they are going to, if it takes them like 4 years of asking why, okay? So you used to have that natural curiosity as well, and it's still there somewhere, okay? So lean into your natural curiosity as much as you can, and, you know, pursue things that you're curious about, you know, read articles and watch documentaries and, you know, talk to experts. Like, embrace your natural curiosity. It will really improve your mindset, and it'll be just something that makes your life more interesting, honestly. Like, as long as you lean into your natural curiosity and you're always looking to learn and you're always looking to grow, like, you really can't go far wrong, okay? So that is how to use your imagination to improve your productivity. If you're not already subscribed, please do that. Give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye!